Alright. What up, guys? Annie Tier Guild Forever going to be recording RWBY Mirror Mirror. This is another RWBY OSTs that I'll be reacting to. So, let's see. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the last one with analytics and giving my own personal thesis, or not thesis, but my own opinion on what was conveyed through the music itself, or lyrics, I guess I would say. Most of it was based off the lyrics. But now let's see how this one does. Can't wait to get into it. I'm sure you guys already know how we're gonna do things. So without further ado, let's just get into let's just get into it. Yeah, it's recording. So this is about Wise, I'm assuming. It's a little loud. Oh, that got a bit dark. The sound got a bit dark. This is some dope outro. Okay. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. This is clearly better than the other one. Clearly. And this obviously is referring to Wise. I mean, it showed her image in the video. And it really kind of tells us a bit more on how her character is, at least in an early stage Wise, because early stage Wise kind of acted like a douchebag, but that she only acted that way because she may not even like herself, to be perfectly honest. The way this was conveyed, the way it was shown, it makes you feel like even though Weiss is a douche, she isn't necessarily a bad person. She hates herself just as much as probably hating anyone else because of how lonely she feels. And her loneliness only exists because of her driving others away. But in the current chapters that I am in RWBY, I don't think Weiss is lonely anymore due to the fact that she has someone like RWBY. She does still come off as selfish and self-centered a few times here and there, but her character really has come a long way from being selfish and self-centered and more considerate and thinking of others. That was made apparent when she helped out RWBY during small things like giving her a drink, her considering Blake's situation with the white fangs, so on and so forth. And it really makes me think like, yo, I feel that. I understand that. I get why she acts the way she does, and even though it's still unexcusable, you can't exactly hate her for it. Because she's not like a douchebag for no reason. I'm looking at you, Bakugo. But she's like this because of her own insecurities, I feel like. And it's easily reflected on that mirror. That mirror basically is like the mirror that she saw herself, that she sees herself in. It's like a constant reminder to tell her like, yo, you can hate on people as much as you want, but look at yourself in the mirror and it's clear that you're no better than anyone else. And even though it's kind of like those things, like even though you act and say a certain way that makes you come off as a big fucking douchebag, right? It's not all without context. It goes into something further, something deeper, something that's rooted down to her core. As for why she acts this way is very unsure. Either she's insecure because she doesn't know how to behave towards other people because she's royalty and she was probably sheltered almost all her life, which that explains why she has this kind of persona and this kind of difficulty to not properly coexist with others around her. Like RWBY, she's someone that loves to coexist with others and can easily show it. Even though it's kind of awkward at times still, she's still a very positive person and very lovable and easy to be around and easy, just all around a down-to-earth person. Even though Wise, I will say this, even though Wise is basically the opposite of RWBY, she doesn't really welcome anyone, or at least doesn't welcome anyone that she sees below her. It's not like she likes doing that or wants to do that. It's just she can't help but do so due to some kind of mental defensive mechanism of her. It's a way of her like not trying to deal with people or deal with friends without making any mistakes or anything like that. It's just that she's afraid of what comes after being friendly or being friendly in general. It's not an easy thing to do. It's actually a real life thing that not everyone can be friendly, and it's not that they don't want to be, it's just not in their nature. Or it's just not something they've developed over time. Again, it's not the same like Bakugo, who Bakugo is a douchebag over the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Well, it's not really dumb, it's rivalry, but he takes it in a more toxic form, which I don't like. Wise, in a way, she's not, I wouldn't say toxic, she's just unsure of how to handle herself around others, and that's a real life thing teenagers go through. It's not uncommon, it's not something that you should really like feel unique about or hate yourself about, thinking like you're alone simply because you're the only one that misbehaves this way. Lots of kids her age misbehave that way. Younger kids even. Well, not too young, because young kids are very open and immersed with others regardless whether they be adults or kids of their age. But once they get to a certain age, like middle school, high school, something begins to click. Their awareness becomes more prominent, and it makes it it hinders them from becoming the nice person they're always meant to be. And I truly think Weiss has it in her to be a good person. It's just hard for her to bring it out. She is very, I wouldn't say antisocial. She's very upbringing of herself to a point to where everyone else around her, it's a superiority complex, true, but I feel like that's just a cover to really show to really hide, because remember, this lyric says hide. She's trying to show that she's just a sad girl wanting friends, but it's just so hard for her to do it. But I feel like thanks to RWBY and the group, and I feel like her and Blake more of all. I feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like Blake and her can have a really strong connection due to what happened to the more recent chapters I reacted to. It makes me think like, look, you're not a lost cause. You may have difficulty now, but it doesn't mean that's all there ever is going to be to your character. You can get better, you can improve. You just really need to open up, or at least try, not necessarily to talk to others, but give others more of a leeway. You know what I mean? Don't just downright slander other people or write them off. Give time, give effort, and something will happen. It's just that simple. I know it's not simple to do. It's easy to, I know the phrase easier said than done, but you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. And Weiss, I feel like, is on the right track to get it. Like, she's already had a good few starters. Now it's time for her to follow up with that. But we'll see as we get further down onto RWBY episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. I'm thinking about uploading this over to my my gaming channel. That way, even if it gets copyrighted, it won't bug me too much. So yeah, we'll see though. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.